the heart of 17th century Java, nestled on the misty slopes of a forgotten mountain, lay the village of Lemahireng. Dawn arrived not with clarity, but wrapped in a thick ethereal fog that drifted between ancient banyan and bamboo trees. The first light, a soft orange glow, painted a scene that felt suspended in time. Below, a muddy path snaked through the hamlet, its surface softened by the perpetual dampness. Villagers, draped in simple lurik cloth and batik, began their day. Smoke curled from the kitchens of thatched roof homes, mingling with the mist. The rhythmic thud of wooden pestles pounding rice echoed through the quiet air. A timeless soundtrack to a life lived in near complete isolation from the world beyond. But beneath this tranquil surface, a spiritual darkness festered. In the dim, smoky corners of the village huts, men gathered. The sharp, fermented scent of palm wine filled the air as it was poured from clay jars into bamboo cups. Elsewhere, shadows danced around a makeshift ring where a cockfight was underway. Men with headscarves shouted, their faces contorted with excitement as dust and feathers flew. Nearby, another group roared with laughter, throwing dice onto a worn bamboo mat, their winnings and losses decided by chance and fueled by Harak. A young woman returning from the spring with a clay jar balanced on her head paused. She cast a fearful glance towards the dense, dark forest that bordered the village, its shadows seeming to writhe and whisper as a distant ritual gong sounded its haunting note. As night fell, the entire village convened under the sprawling branches of a giant banyan tree, a silent, gnarled god looming over them. Torches cast flickering, monstrous shadows while the sweet, heavy smoke of incense filled the air. A stone altar, ancient and moss-covered, was laden with offerings of flowers and food. The village shaman, a figure cloaked in black, began his chant, his voice a low drone that seemed to vibrate from the earth itself. His hands clutched a sacred keris as he recited incantations in a forgotten tongue. Villagers knelt before a large, mossy stone. Their heads bowed, hands clasped in prayer, not to a benevolent god, but to the spirits they believed inhabited the wood and stone. Fear was etched onto every face, illuminated by the dying torchlight. The spirits, it seemed, were not pleased. The sky ripped open, unleashing a torrential downpour. Lightning flashed, momentarily revealing the terrified faces of people running for shelter as thunder shook the very foundations of their homes. Desperate, the villagers returned to the banyan tree, their simple clothes soaked through, bearing new offerings through the blinding rain. Trembling hands placed rice cones and flowers upon the altar stone, a fragile plea against the storm's fury. The shaman, his eyes wide and wild, raised his keris to the tempestuous sky, his incantations now frantic shouts against the wind. In the flickering candlelight, villagers wept, their whispered prayers now directed to the jinns they hoped would save them, their faces a canvas of pure terror. The shaman's eyes, glowing in the gloom, stared directly into the encroaching darkness, a reflection of the village's profound spiritual despair. But even in the deepest darkness, a flicker of light can appear. As the smoke of the final offering rose, it filled the air, obscuring the scene. Through the dissipating haze and the morning mist that followed the storm, a new silhouette emerged. A lone rider on horseback, his turban and robes marking him as a stranger. Hope and unfamiliar feeling began to stir. A rooster crowed, its call sharp and clear, as the first rays of a new sun pierced through the canopy, banishing the last of the shadows. The light spread, and as the mist cleared, it revealed Lemahireng not as a place of fear, but simply as a village awaiting the dawn.